Hey, welcome back to another episode of John's Crypto Therapy. On today's episode, we're going to look at BTC dominance, Bitcoin, and also Ecomi. Why I truly do believe Ecomi is going to explode is the AR technology is out of this world. When you look at any other companies doing the things that Ecomi is doing, no one's really coming this close. When you look at IP, when you look at leverage, and you look at the fact that the community is supporting a project like no other. So Ecomi does have a place in my heart, and I truly do believe Ecomi is going to go to Jupiter, not just the moon, because in today's episode, we're going to talk about 8 ideas that AR is already implemented in this world and how cool these ideas truly are. So let's get into that. When you look at AR technology, this is super cool. We already have it in mobile portable, so you could go all over the world, use your AR technology for your NFTs, and just have a blast doing the things that you love. That'll be the number one thing for sure, being mobile and having the opportunity to take it anywhere you want to go. The next one I do want to talk to you guys about, this one is super cool because whoever likes to shop, whoever likes to buy shoes, whoever understands their sizes in the store that you want to buy it in, AR in shopping and retail. So instead of waiting in lines for Christmas and Black Fridays and all those stuff and actually have to tent and everything like that, you don't have to do that anymore. There is an application in the near future how you could shop on your phone. So if you know your sizing, this is going to be such a cool thing because you could get anything that you want, and there is going to be a virtual fitting room. I don't know how that's going to play out, but that is super cool. If you guys are wondering how AR technology is going to be, right now we're just scratching the ice. We're not even underneath it. So that's the most beautiful part about all of this. Then the next thing will be utilizing AR for navigation. So this one really struck me and I love it. Instead of driving a car and using a navigation like Google Map or anything like that, this is the application that you can use. Imagine you're in university, or imagine you're in a big office and you don't know your ways around. All you have to do is take out your phone, scan the place that you're in right now, and they're gonna have footprints or even arrows on the floor showing you guys exactly where to go for your meeting room. How cool would that be? Imagine you have the ability to know where your classrooms are and exactly where your classrooms are gonna start, and having everything that it's going to be talked about in today's lecture. So that is super cool to know that the future is going to be super bright. And when you look at Ecomi, it's doing something, and that's the most important thing, giving the collectors in the NFT space something really emerging. And this market, I truly do believe that $1 is absolutely in the books. If you guys don't see that, you need to start reflecting and understanding that this project just started, and this is the first year that I would truly say that a lot of people that actually took time to understand what Ecomi is. The last 3 years, it was just the project was coming out. A lot of people did not know what NFTs are. Once crypto gets popular and gets more known, imagine how much people would buy OMI tokens. And the cool thing is we already had an extra year trying to buy these tokens, stocking up. So at the end of the day, it's your fault if you guys are not really ready for the bull cycle. The other thing is going to be remote assistance and virtual manuals. So this is the other thing. So pretend you guys have to fix your computer. All you have to do is change 2 wires. Instead of calling a technician, taking maybe an hour or 2, and you really wanted your monitor or your PC to be fixed right away, all you have to do is call over the phone. It's like a FaceTime looking thing. What you have to do is record the situation, and they'll see the video live, of course, and they can tap on the screen and circle the sections or tell you exactly cut which wire. They'll put a red wire, or they'll actually circle the red and tell you to take this wire and put it in. So it's like another way of saying, if you're hands-on, this is a better approach. Instead of wasting both of your times, realizing that time is money, this might be another way of making everything more efficient. So that'll be number 4 for sure, remote assistant. The 5th one is going to be AR automotive. So this one is a tricky one. So pretend you're in the middle of the road and your car broke down and you can't find no one to help you fix your car. All you have to do is maybe call someone that's really close by that is a technician that has the same application, and they'll show you exactly what to do. Of course, you won't be able to fix your car if you don't have the parts or if you don't have the little screws that you need, but if you do have the things and the parts that you need, extra boost or help that can actually guide you and help you fix your car or maybe stabilize the situation a little bit better. So that is something that is pretty cool as well. So the AR events and job fairs. So to everyone that's looking for jobs, for everyone that understands, because of COVID, we did have these lockdowns, we did have webinars, we did have a lot of Skype meetings. Imagine your job fairs over AR. So this is what it's going to be. You're going to see a lot of different tables, and you're going to see people with their applications, but their applications is going to be in person. So it's like an interview itself. Instead of getting a sheet saying, this is my job experience, it could be screen recorded or it could be live on the tablet, basically telling you guys why the job experience for that person is going to be really ridiculous. So they're going to tell you their experience, they're going to tell you how great they are, and it's going to be over the tablet. So that is going to be such a great idea, especially when a lot of people don't have times looking at papers. They'd rather meet the person right away and get to know their personality, because personality is going to dictate if you're going to get the job or not. Especially if you have the backgrounds for the job, your personality is going to be the extra edge that's going to guarantee you the job slot. So that is another way of thinking about it. AR sports events. So this is another great thing. AR is everywhere, and when we look at AR, it's an AR technology, it's an AR entertainment, gaming, healthcare. This is everywhere, and we need to start understanding how much Ecomi tokens do you really need to be wealthy. My perception is very simple. If you have any OMI tokens, you're going to be wealthy at the end of the day. But is that going to give you the opportunity to be your own boss? No, because I think there is a set level of how much Ecomi tokens or OMI tokens you really need. I'm going to tell you my personal effect. I truly do believe you need 10 million OMI tokens to be in a comfortable situation. Reasons why: you're going to see a huge growth and you'll thank yourself in the future. Having 1 million is, it's a great task, and I truly do understand that. And to a lot of people that can't afford it, I totally get that. But if you could afford it and you're trying to tell yourself, how much do I really need? I would say for sure 10 million is a good ballpark, especially when you realize that $1 is super possible. And when you look at it, housing is increasing, a lot of prices for a lot of things are increasing. So you know what, $1 to 10 million OMI tokens, that's just the right enough to buy yourself a nice luxurious house, or whatever you find that is value to yourself. You don't need a nice house to be successful, you just need to be happy in the situation that you're in right now. So if that's you, good for you guys. I truly do believe Ecomi is a future plan, and that's why I'm trying to take my time and show you guys BTC dominance, and Ecomi. Please do not be fooled. There is a bear cycle. So to all those that are saying, 2022, we're going to see a huge pump, we need to understand something very carefully. If everything is following Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is the first creator, the first crypto, we need to put this into consideration. If you guys are overmining the fact that we do have a bear cycle, then you guys are going to get smoked in this market. Please do not play with these type of markets, because you'll lose a lot of money. Okay, trust me when I say that this is not an easy market. That's why I try to take my time and try to educate you guys and make you guys a better trader / investor. So if you guys do like that, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And when I talk about AR sports, it's very cool as well, because it's like you're gonna get a barcode, you scan it throughout the events, and you get prizes wherever you scan, or it could be something related to that. Okay, so you will get tickets, you will get some extra hints, and this is another way of trying to make people towards their phone. And whenever you're around your phone, you're getting that experience of winning something, and a lot of people of course love to win. So that is something that, we're gonna see more in events. Imagine you go to the stadium and you already purchased a ticket. All you have to do is find your row, find your seating, find your ticket, and actually go to your chair. Once you go to your chair, you scan your chair, and basically this is another way of giving a lot of prizes. When you scan your chair, if there is a mascot maybe sitting on your chair, maybe you might get free popcorn for that game. So that is another way that AR technology for sports is going to increase. I could truly see AR for sports is going to be one of the biggest things. That's why Ecomi, when it gets football and all these other amazing sports teams, this is going to be fantastic, because Ecomi is doing something a lot of companies are not. So if you guys do not get the gist of what I'm saying, you guys really need to dial into this program. This program is going to explode, and I truly do believe this cycle, it's going to shock us. Next cycle, we are going to see a bear cycle. We are going to see a decrease in value. We can see 60 to 50% of the coin actually fluctuating back down, and that's a place that we're going to look to start buying again for the next cycle. Last but not least is AR in remote education. So education is a big thing, and that is a platform that a lot of schools would love to use. So for nursing, for mechanics, and everything like that, instead of cutting a real body, you'll have the simulation of cutting a real body and understanding how to do this. Imagine you wanted to be a pilot and you had no resources, and you were on vacation, and you said to yourself, look, I can't get a plane, I can't get a booth that I can actually use my remote controls and try to play around with this stuff. You can't do that. All you need maybe sometimes is your phone and a vest that will stimulate exactly what you would feel when you're in an aircraft. So that could be, turbulence, that could be, turning too fast, turning too slow, going up or down. So that is going to be cool. And AR technology is a big thing when you look at it. So when you look at it, the bigger scope of things, AR is going to explode. So it's about time that you guys understand, are you in this project for the long term, or are you in it just to make some profit? Remember when I say this is not financial advice, this is my advice. These are sectors that I personally invested in that gave me the most growth. So please do your own due diligence and understand this is a great thing to be in. So let's go into a Ecomi chart. I'm going to try to do this a little bit quicker because I want you guys to have that experience of just looking at this, applying it into your trading charts, and understand why is it going the way it's going, because I do want to make you guys better traders. I do want you guys to be more educated, and please do not stop sleeping on BTC and BTC dominance. I know a lot of YouTubers are not talking about BTC and BTC dominance, but we need to understand the confluence of all of this makes sense in the long term. If you guys understand the methods that I'm going to talk about, you guys are going to be far better out than a lot of people. So let's get into this. So I know someone actually commented in the comment below saying, hey, is this a teacup formation? Absolutely it is. The reasons why I don't like to look at it as a teacup formation is because an ascending triangle for me is a perfect triangle, because basically all you're basically going to do is very simple. You're looking for a breakout of structure. So we're looking for a breakout of this structure, exactly 0.0049. So once I see a breakout of structure, then I'm going to dictate, you know what, this is going to be a strong pattern. When we're looking at a cup formation, that is a great formation. Don't get me wrong. That is something to look at. I'm really happy that you guys paid attention and looked really deep into these charts. So I'm going to show you guys how cool this is and how to really do this. So you're going to get this tool right here, and it's an arc. So you're going to go from these two tops, and then you're going to pull it all the way back down. So where you're going to go is exactly to the bottom of where it all started. Okay, so don't worry about the placements. This is the cup. Now we're going to look for the handle and understand where the price is really trying to go. So let's look at this very carefully and do this. So we're going to go like that, and that is it right there. So that will be the handle. Okay guys, so right here, this is the formation a lot of people are looking at, and they're wondering, okay, this is the handle, and how will we really justify that this is the handle? So basically it's going to be the same thing. Okay, so when we look at this pattern, it's the same thing. We're looking for a breakout of structure. You do not want to get into a trade right here for the cup formation, because you know what, at any point it could reversal and it could go down, and this is our support zone. So right here, when you're looking at this formation, basically what you really want to do is wait for a breakout. Reasons why it can turn over at any time, and if it does turn over, you guys are going to lose a ton of money. So you do not want to do that. So be smart, be understanding where the market value is trying to go. So I'm going to take it with this take profit right here. Let's take it with this line right here. So if you guys understand why I put my take profit here, we just took the A and B move, put it on the top of the breakout situation. So that breakout is going to happen. We just have to be cautious on when to take those type of trades. So we're looking at 0.008081 level to be hit, and it's going to be hit. So this is going to happen. If you are trading this teacup formation and this pattern, I want to show you guys how to take profit and why this is a smaller vision of the bigger picture. So let's look at this very carefully. So for this pattern, the way you like to take profit, get this line right here, put in the middle, go all the way to the bottom of the formation, and we're going to take that. That is going to be the breakout situation. So if you guys look at this very carefully, I want to show you this, and this is why it's really important to understand breaking out situations. So this is the move right here that we talked about. This A and B move is the breakout of this ascending triangle. It is a higher take profit, more probability, and I like this move, especially when you look at Ecomi, especially when you look at AR technology and understand Ecomi is going to do something big. The VV-verse is going to be ridiculous. I'm already hearing some back news from a lot of people telling me, you know what, a lot of people are going to be shocked. So I don't want to put too much hope on it. I do want to just see it for myself. I'm more of a seer to believer type of thing, but I truly do believe in the team. I think the team is doing some things really good. So this is going to be the A and B move of this move, and that's a good move to see. So that's a great take profit. When you look at the cup and handle formation, this is the biggest move that is showing me. This is the biggest move. So this move is roughly estimated for 0.0074. This is a great criteria. This could be a great move before we see a reversal. All right, so we are looking for this range right here regardless for a reversal to the downside. There's a lot of wick rejections. This is why it's really important to understand fundamentals and techniques. So look left of structure and look at this whole thing. We have a lot of support, resistance, and it broke to the downside. So you guys can clearly see that this is going to happen. So if we look at this in the long-term perspective, we can say this is take profit 3, take profit 2, and everybody's wondering, hey, where would take profit 1 be? When you look at a cup formation, you want to use the handle as well, and the handle is going to give you guys where take profit 1 is going to be. So you're going to take it from there and you're going to move it up, and that's it. So right here is going to be exactly your take profit 1, and take profit 1 is 0.0064. So that is going to be the handles take profit. This is going to be the cups take profit, and this right here is going to be the ascending triangles take profit, and that's right here. So you guys can fit the picture and understand the price is eventually going to go up. So looking at this chart, yes, it does seem like that, but when you put BTC in, BTC dominance, everybody's mind needs to change and realize Bitcoin is the bigger mover, and understand that the market prices can absolutely change. So we're still looking for this bullish run. Look at this very, very carefully as well. I want to show you guys something that a lot of people do not see. When you look at this zone right here, look left of structure, you got to see something really, really cool. In one whole day, this is a daily chart, guys. In one whole day, a whole candle went all the way to the top, exactly where we're trying to do our take profit. So realizing that in one whole day we did that huge move, it is 100% possible we're going to see a spike of price, but that does not mean we're not going to see a retest. I think personally we are going to see a retest of structure on the top side, then we're going to see a bounce to the downside. Reasons why, when you look at Bitcoin, when you look at BTC dominance, I'm going to share my opinions on what's really happening. So once I see a breakout of structure and holds the structure, a lot of bullish sentiment, then I'm going to take the trade all the way to the top. So this is a cool analysis that I want you guys to see. In one whole day we do see that huge spike. That spike is ridiculous, but then when you look here, look at how much days it took for the price to go back down. So at that time we had a huge buyer, a huge whale in that location. We might have that same buyer right here dictating where the price is going to go, and maybe he's ready to buy the market. What he's doing is very smart. A lot of whales do not want to come into the market, especially when you look at identifications of what price is typically doing. We have a lot of resistance zones. So if we have a lot of resistance zone, it's going to be crucial for them to understand, are we really going to break this in the first try? So that is something that you need to think about and understand. Are we really going to break this structure in the first try? If we do not, then you know what, we're going to see price going back down. When the coin first came out, you can see that this is new zones and the price pushed up and they just bought a huge amount. So that was eventually going to happen. There was no support resistance zone. The market was fresh and the price just exploded. Right now we have structure, and structure is going to give us resistance. It's going to give us support, and this is why this teacup formation is going to be a hard formation. If we do not see a breakout of structure, this teacup, I'm not going to use it. The reasons why I did an ascending triangle formation is very simple. We're looking at stability. We're looking at sideways movement. What other move would be great other than a formation like a triangle or a channel of some nature? Reasons why, we're just seeing price going sideways before a huge breakout. And this breakout is actually going to be dictated by BTC and BTC dominance. So I want to show you guys something really cool, and please make sure to pay attention, because this is going to help you to understand maybe right now is not a great time to buy your tokens, because we might even get a chance to buy it lower. When I typically mean lower, when you look at this move right here, you're looking at 0.0032. So that is another level that, if we do see resistance, that price can actually go back down here, find support, and this could be the zone where we buy a lot of tokens. So I am going to put limit orders right here. Reasons why, if the price does come back down, that is going to be a great level, because when you look left of structure, we have support, but we also have a great support of this ascending triangle, giving me more double confirmation that the price can eventually move to the upside. So remember, this is take profit 1 from the handle, take profit 2 can be from the body of the cup, and take profit 3 can be the AB move from this ascending triangle. So it's very simple. If you guys do like this technical analysis, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to move on to BTC dominance and then Bitcoin real quick. I just want to show you what's happening in price, and trust me when I say, if you guys are watching my videos, you guys will actually make a ton of money in the future. This is the start of your trading career, but also your trading investment career. So please take this seriously. And when I say serious, if you do want to change your life, if you do want to get that nice house that you want, and you do want to get that nice car, and you want to give back to your family, your neighbors, your area of location, this is the opportunity to do so. Please make sure to watch this. This is going to help you guys no matter what. So let's go into BTC dominance. I want to show you guys something real cool. So welcome back. This is BTC dominance, and we're going to do this right here. We're going to go a little bit quicker because I want to really explain this to you guys. We're seeing this trend line. We're seeing resistance underneath the trend. So you know what? We're clear to say that this trend is pushing to the lower side. Looking left of structure, we do have a big confluence that, price might reverse on us and we could see price going a little bit higher. And that means price can go higher. And if price can go higher, we do need to be a little bit afraid. We're going to see BTC take more of the capital capacity of the whole crypto market, thus making a lot of altcoins fall. So what we really need to see is the price to actually hold in this resistance zone. So what I really want to see is for the price to go back down. So if we do see the price going back down, it's going to give us more confluence that, you know what, the altcoins will have a share at their pump. We need to make sure that BTC has less of the capital capacity so the other altcoins could take more of the crypto share. So in order for us to see that, we need to see the price actually of the BTC dominance fall. If we do see BTC dominance going above the structure and breaking above it, then we need to be afraid. Then we're going to see price increasing, BTC increasing, and then we're going to see a lot of altcoins decreasing. And that's going to be a factor that we need to start playing out, okay? So I want to put this on the weekly chart. I want to show you why this is important. When we look at this weekly chart, let's look at this like this. When we look at this, we do have a long way down, and this is really good to see. When you look left of structure, 36.60%. So that is going to be a good percentage. This is what I think is personally going to happen. We're going to see price going back down. So if price does go back down, this is going to be really good for us, especially when we're going to see an increase on a lot of altcoins that we do like. So that's going to be massive. But the problem with this all is when you look at this very carefully, guys, this is a double bottom situation. And double bottom typically means that we're going to see price shooting to the top side. So if we do see price going to the top side, we need to be worried because a lot of altcoins will decrease. And we do have a pattern on the Ecomi chart saying to us, you know, the teacup formation, the ascending triangle, it can still go sideways for a period of time. So if it does go sideways for a period of time, this could be the right phase for us to enter. We need to make sure we understand both of these charts, and then we could get a better representation of where the price is trying to go. Let's look at BTC. I want to show you something there as well. So we do have a double bottom situation. Yes, it did close to the prior close. We do see the candle formation right here closing the body lower. That's something to really look at. That's something really good. I want to show you guys that so you guys understand what I'm saying right here. So it did close below it, so that's something really good. But if this trend line does not get broken on the daily and it does hold, then we're going to see price going back down. If price can hold it, it'll be really nice for us to see a huge rise in a lot of altcoins. If price does execute to the top and it does go above structure and BTC actually increases in structure, we need to be worried and a lot of altcoins will fall. And that's okay. We're going to try to do our best to get into those positions and grab as much altcoins as we want. So let's go into BTC. I want to show you something really cool here as well. And let's make sure you guys are tuned in. Okay, let's get into it. All right, so look at this very carefully. We're on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is going to do something massive, and we need to understand Bitcoin is here to stay. Okay, so let's put the pivot points and look at this very, very carefully. Pivot points are showing us key levels to watch out for and understand where the price is going. So when we look at this, let's do this right here. When you look at the natural pivot point, we do have a great structure. It is on the top end. It is not on the bottom. If it's on the bottom, we're seeing resistance, and then we're going to see following it up with support for take profit 1 and 2. We're on top. On top means bullish sentiment. Bullish sentiment means price should eventually go up. We do have an engulfing candle right here showing us, you know what, price is eventually going to go up. It's about time to understand what the market is about to do. So engulfing candle right here followed by the left candle. It is engulfing, showing us a bullish sentiment above the pivot point, showing us, you know what, the price is eventually going to go up. If this is true to its value, we're going to see price going all the way back up. When you look at this is a cool thing about fundamentals and structure. Look up right here. We're going to see R2, and R2 is saying, you know, $56,641, and then we're going to look left of structure to make sure this makes sense. And absolutely it makes sense. So look at that. Look at how cool that is. We're going to see price pushing up. We're going to see a nice level that we can see a retest of structure. If the price does go up here, we can see a retest of structure going back down. Then we just have to worry for another situation. Remember, I wanted to show you a little naked trading right here because I want to show you guys every day you want to come into the charts, have a different idea if your patterns don't work. So we do see price going up. I also want to put the stochastics RSI as well, and let's do that very carefully. So right here, this is the other cool thing that we need to look at. You can see the price going up, but when you look at the RSI stochastics, you see something very different. You see price actually going lower. Right here, when you look at this very carefully, on the RSI, the price is going lower and the stochastics RSI making a lower low. And when you look at the chart data itself, it is making a higher low. So the higher low is showing us that the price is just rapidly pushing up when it's in an oversold situation. Look at this very, very carefully. We do have a reversal signal on the stochastics RSI. RSI. That is just a signal that you guys need to look into. Does not mean take it. This is just an indicator. You do not want to, trade with indicators all the time. Understand naked trading will help you more often. And if we do see a pump to the upside, that's totally fine. We're going to see price going back up, and we're going to understand what BTC dominance is doing, Bitcoin, and then we're going to see what's going to happen for the altcoins. Okay, I want to go to a lower time frame, show you guys different patterns so you guys understand what price is typically doing. So let's do this very carefully. So I'm going to move this a little bit lower, and you know what, let me take away these trend lines right here, because I want to go to the 4 hour and I want to just show you guys with a little naked trading and see where price is typically doing. So let's go right here. And perfect. So let's look at this very carefully. We do see price doing something cool. So a lot of people would say, hey, look, you know what? I see a channel formation. Oh, wicked. Channel formation is a good formation, but in order for it to be a channel formation, I really want you guys to pay attention to this. We need 3 touches. We got 1 over here, 2 over here, and then we got 3. Okay, we need 3 on the top, 3 on the bottom, and that is a good confirmation. You know what? The price is doing something really cool. So please make sure it has to have 3 touches for any trend line to be valid. Please make sure 3 touches are in order for anything for you guys to execute the trade. So if we do see an aggressive trader, we see a breakout situation, this is a great formation. If you guys look at this very carefully, it broke out of structure, and if you guys are aggressive trader, this is the way to go, especially when you understand a breakout of structure is going to lead to a massive upgain, and then we're going to see an impulse to the downside. We see a beautiful engulfing candle showing us the sentiment is eventually going to go up. So this is the way a lot of traders would see it, and that's totally fine. Me as a different trader, I like to look at different patterns as well. This is one of the patterns. If you guys want to stop the video, tell me another pattern that you guys see. That'd be really cool. I would love to know exactly what your thoughts are and how you guys are looking at these patterns. I'm going to show you guys another pattern that I'm looking at, and this is a cool pattern that a lot of people like to trade. Reasons why a lot of professional traders might not get into the trade right now, they're waiting for a retest of structure. So a retest of structure would be on the back end of this line right here, and you know what, we can see maybe support on the left hand side around this level before they buy the market, because they want to be safe. They have a lot of investments, they have a lot of money into it. Problem is, when is the market going to flip over and go back down? If I tell you guys right now the market can actually go down from this zone, then you guys might be a little bit surprised. So let's look at this and see why this could be a good level for the price to go back down. So let's take away these lines right here, just a top line, because I want to show you guys the bigger picture. So I want to put this right here. Let's put this like that. So when we look at this horizontal line, I want to make it darker so you guys can see. Let's make it a little bit thicker as well. Okay, so when we look at this horizontal line, let's put it a little bit above structure. Remember, it is just not a line itself, it is a zone. So when you look at the zone, this whole thing is a zone. If you guys look at this just off of a line, you guys are going to be fooled no matter what, and you guys are going to lose a lot of trades thinking that a breakout happened, thinking that, you know what, a reversal is happening, something like that. Make sure you look at this as a zone. A zone typically means, you want to look at this whole frame right here as a zone. So whatever is in this move, you want to dictate if it's going to sell or if it's going to buy, where the impulse is going to happen. So please make sure you look at these as a zone. Do not look at it just as trend lines. I really do mean that, okay? What we see right now is price doing something cool. Look at this right here, and when you look at this very carefully, we do have this expanding channel slash triangle, whatever way you guys like to call it. Okay, so remember, we have 3 touches showing us that this is valid, and we have this beautiful expanding channel actually on the top of the BTC price as well. So go to my later videos and you guys will actually see this expanding channel formation happen before. This pattern is happening again, and this pattern is just showing us that it's going to break out very soon. Remember this as well. When we did this right here, we did this for the channel, and we said, you know what, price, it needs to go back down and retest of structure. Look at this right here. We can see this expanding channel showing us that, you know what, right now, when we look at this, we do have a nice wick rejection closing with a red candle. Look at the tail and the price shooting back down, closing as a red. If we follow with a red engulfing candle, then we're going to see price going back down. All right, if it does close above structure and I see a nice confluence, a nice breakout of structure, I do want to see a retest of the structure right back down. Wait for a retest of structure, and when it hits that structure, that's the only level I'm going to buy from. And when I buy from that level, then I'm going to look for another zone for my take profit to hit. And take profit will be around 52,759 level zone. So if you guys do like these tradings and you understand how to trade, this is just naked trading. You don't need no fancy indicators. You don't need any of that. Just understand anything is possible just by using your eyes and reading these charts. That is a play to happen. I'm going to end up the video very soon. I want to show you BTC dominance, and Ecomi and what price is typically doing. All right, so when we look at this, let's look at this very carefully, guys. Please make sure to watch my Ecomi chart, my BTC dominance, and my Bitcoin chart, okay? So right now, let's put this into hypothetical situations and understand what price is going to do. In order to be a great trader, try to predict the future, try to have a way of thinking that makes sense. If you guys can do that, you guys will be a profitable trader. I truly do mean that. Please make sure no one in your friend zone, no one in your group is putting you down, only encouraging you and uplifting you to doing great things, okay? Make sure your circle is like that, because if your circle is not doing that, that is considered a cage, just trapping your energy, and your energy can't go anywhere. When we look at BTC dominance, we do see the price actually going lower. We do see it holding underneath the trend line. If the trend line does get broken, we do see BTC dominance going up. If we do see Bitcoin breaking up the expanding channel, and the channel was already broken, the other smaller channel is showing us the pulse to the upside is going to happen. If this does happen, we're going to see altcoins going down. Look at this very carefully. That cup pattern could be a retest of structure on the top. That's why we're waiting for a breakout. Do not get into a position without a breakout. This is a great situation for everyone to learn. If we do see a retest of structure on the bottom, that is resistance, price going down, that is a good confirmation that when we do see resistance, price goes back down. This tally is true to its value, because if BTC dominance goes up, Bitcoin goes up, altcoins will go down. All right, that is the downside. The other thing is this as well. If BTC dominance does go down and Bitcoin does go up, so make sure you guys understand these charts. This does make sense. Make sure this correlates a little. It does work more with other cryptos. So if you do have another altcoins that you guys like, this is a great chart to use this on. If we do see BTC dominance going down and Bitcoin increasing in price, that is going to show us a huge pump. That is the altcoin pump. And you know what? We have a huge take profit for take profit 3. So if that does happen, that's totally fine. But very careful. We do have a double bottom situation on the BTC dominance. That's saying that if price does hold, we're going to see price going back up. So we need to be careful and understand what price is really doing. The other thing that could happen if BTC dominance goes down, if we do see BTC going down, especially the retest of that channel, that expanding channel, then we're going to see a huge downward movement for the altcoins, or stability, a sideways movement. That could happen as well, because we do have an ascending triangle showing us the price is still going sideways. So these are a lot of variables that could happen, but we need to start understanding which one is going to really take place. So remember this very carefully. If you have a double bottom, price going up, Bitcoin going up, then guess what? We're going to see altcoins going down. All right. So the other thing that you guys need to be worried about, if BTC dominance does go up and that double bottom position is strong to its value, and if Bitcoin does go down, like I said, from that retest of that structure of the expanding channel, then guess what? Altcoins will go down as well. And if it does go down, that's totally fine, because we're still in the ascending triangle. So look at that very carefully, guys. The ascending triangle is showing us the price is going to be inside, going sideways or down and up, right? In order for us to see a strong breakout, we need to see this move right here. When BTC goes down, BTC dominance goes down, Bitcoin goes up, then altcoins will have that huge pump to the upside. The other thing I like to see this as well is very, very simple. A lot of people say, you know what, BTC, if the price does go down and they don't see that expanding channel, to a lot of people, that expanding channel is actually stabilization. Do you see what I mean? Because that is a pattern. A pattern is stabilized inside of a pattern until a breakout occurs. So if the price does go back down, that is still considered a channel. That is still considered stabilization. That is still considered a pattern. So if that still happens, we're still going to see the altcoin pump. So the altcoin is still going to pump if that stabilization of that pattern is true to its value, and a lot of people do see that. So remember, the best thing to do about this is wait to see if BTC dominance can hold. If it can hold, then we're going to see price going back up, and we're going to have this variable happening to our altcoins. That means we're gonna have stabilization, maybe a faster move down, or just a down move. If BTC dominance can go down, and I showed you guys the little chart and show you where price can go to around the 36 mark, then we see that we do have a better side to the upside, a huge move to the upside, a move to the upside, and downward or stability. So that is the way that you guys need to start trading your cryptocurrencies. And please make sure to watch this video as much as you can. I'm trying to show you guys as much knowledge as I can, and I don't want to overdo it. I want to give you guys the right knowledge so you guys understand what the market and the price is doing. Also, if you guys did get into the drop and you had a fantastic time getting that drop, comment down below. Other than that, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate that. Hopefully this content helped you guys do a lot of things. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe if you do like this content, and let me know if you guys have any other questions in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. Other than that, take it easy, and John out. Peace.